want you to think back on your life and reflect on some of the activities that you've done that made you really happy. Maybe it was hanging out with friends or attending concerts, playing sports, hiking, going to the beach, skiing, listening to music. It's just really any variety of events that you really love, that you found genuine happiness in participating. Now, I'm a firm believer that when you're doing the things that you really enjoy, you're happy. And when you're not doing the things that you really enjoy, you're not happy. And that's the foundation of this talk today. We go through a series of cycles in our youth where we're pretty carefree. Time to explore, time to learn about ourselves, develop friendships, learn the difference between right and wrong, and get to experience both success and failures. Then, after we graduate from school, whether it's high school or college, we start a whole nother cycle, finding a job or an occupation or career. And I make the distinction between the three forms of employment because it's not so easy to find the right position that matches our skill set, our aptitude, or our interest. You hear people say, you need to find your passion. But I think that's a bit backwards because you can't find your passion. Passion finds you. There's a process, whether we're an athlete or a musician, a business person or a professional, because we all start with no experience and limited abilities. Now, whether it's luck, chance, or determination, but with each passing day, you will continue to learn more. And every day you get a little bit better than you were the day before. Then at some point, if you stick to it, you're going to find that you do your job better than anyone. And now you have literally risen to acceleration. And at that stage, that's when passion starts. And so, while so much of this devotion is focused on your working and your earning a living and most likely supporting others, you find that the things that you used to participate in and find happiness, they no longer fit into your hectic schedule. And so over time, they disappear and they're replaced with the responsibilities of life. When I was in college, I attended a seminar and I learned a technique to facilitate change in your life. And I continued to utilize this process throughout my life, and it's never failed me. And that's really what I wanted to share with you today. This technique can be a game changer, literally any time during your life, but it's the biggest impact is during your retirement. Retirement represents a huge shift in your life, ranging from how you feel about yourself, how you see your place or your role in society, and how you're going to fill up your days with meaningful purpose. So take out a piece of paper and draw a line in the middle from the top to the bottom, dividing the page into two halves. On the left side, I want you to put the heading, Things That Make Me Happy. Now, there's no limit or time frame to put on this. I want you to list everything that you've done throughout your lifetime that's really made you happy. Then on the right side, I want you to make a list of every activity that you're currently doing. And then put your pen down and just spend a little bit of time looking at both lists. Do you see any similarities in the list? Or are they almost opposites of each other? Here's my experience of this process. And I typically did it when things weren't going right, when I just didn't feel like I was getting the enjoyment out of life. And what I found was not really surprising. It basically showed that everything I was currently doing, there wasn't a single activity that made me happy. And so guess what? I wasn't happy. With tongue in cheek, let me give you some examples of what makes me happy compared to what I'm currently doing. And so instead of doing artwork, I'm looking at the internet. Instead of playing my guitar, my fender's collecting dust. Instead of going to the gym, I'm sitting on the couch. Instead of attending sports, I'm watching them on TV. Instead of traveling, I'm reading travel magazine. Instead of attending concerts, I'm watching bands on YouTube. Instead of going to the beach, I'm floating in my pool. And instead of dining with friends, I'm at the drive-thru at In-N-Out. Now, that's just the first portion of this process. The second portion is go back to that list and look at the things that make you happy. But this time I want you to prioritize the top three, followed with a specific plan with days and times for you to participate. You may be a little bit rusty, a bit sore, out of breath, but it's just like riding a bike. it all falls back into place. For myself, I go to the gym 5 days each week. I walk every single morning. I started guitar lessons and I practice daily. I finished 21 paintings over the last 18 months. I'm going to a concert tonight with my bride of 36 years. Recently, we traveled to Japan, Hawaii, Chicago, and San Francisco, and we're going to Italy in May. My health has improved, my outlook brighter, my future promising, and my purpose is to crunch as much happiness out of every day. I want to thank you for joining me today. If you found the information helpful, please like and subscribe for more insight and make it a prosperous day.